Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hoping everyone is having a great day out there. I just want to make a quick video to talk about stretching and physical self-care, and that doesn't mean just going to the gym. That doesn't mean lifting weights. That doesn't mean running. That doesn't mean jump roping. That does mean that stuff, but that's not what I'm talking about in this video, right? Today, I'm talking about self-care because I made this mistake for the longest time. I really did, and I still make it. And some of the mistakes I made with my fitness is posture. I'm not sitting with the best posture right now, but as I say it, but posture, sitting up straight, that really screwed up my shoulders for a while. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. It's a little bit complicated. Posture, not warming up for weightlifting, not stretching if you're going to go for a run, stretching cold versus warming up a little bit and then stretching. I made a whole bunch of mistakes because I had no patience, right? I wanted to get to the gym, and I wasn't present. I wanted to get to the gym, and I just wanted to pout out, let's throw out the weights. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I was lifting a lot, but it was just I would get to the gym, and I was like, I got to get to the next thing. I got to do this as quick as possible. And, I talk about my struggle with presence for my whole life and anxiety and stuff, and I've gotten a lot better with that. But now I've been going into the gym, and I do a lot of shoulder warm-up exercises, especially if I'm going to do upper body, because pretty much everything goes through your shoulders at some point. Your shoulders get a lot of stress, and my shoulders are bad because of my posture going up, so I always keep an eye on that. I stretch, I do warm-up sets. If I'm doing chest, maybe I'll do a bunch of push-ups, or if I'm doing back, pull-ups or something like that. Anyway, so warm-ups I do a ton. Not a ton, but I do some warm-ups and warm-up stretching and mobility work before I do lifting, and it's been really helping me not feel as tight and stuff. Another thing that I've been doing lately is foam rolling. If you don't have a foam roller, please fucking get one. Foam rollers are one of the best. I can't say enough about foam rollers. And you roll your upper back, you roll your chest out in here after chest. You roll your quads and your hamstrings and your calves and your groin and your hip flexors and your neck or whatever it is, and it's unbelievable. It's probably that foam roll I spent like $12 on it. It was the best purchase I ever made. One of the best purchases I've ever made in my whole life. And if I don't foam roll for a day, I notice the difference, which is funny because it's crazy to think about how I didn't foam roll for the first 23 plus years of my life. The next thing I want to talk about is hanging, and my boy Aaron Darko, he'll be on this video, talked about hanging a little bit, and I decided to try it, and I have one of those Iron Gym things over there on my wall that I used to do pull-ups on and stuff, and I was just sitting there, and periodically throughout the day in the afternoon, especially if I've been moving, if I've been putting stress on my body, I'll go there and I'll go hang for, my grip strength isn't that good, and my forearm strength and stuff isn't that good, so I'm trying to work on that, but I'll hang for, maybe 10, 20 seconds at a time, and it really stretches me out and doesn't make me feel as compressed. Another thing, if you're at a desk all day and you're kind of crunched over, something that I always do is I will find a chair that supports, that if I can scoot up on all the way, it'll get right to my shoulder blades, and I'll lean back over it. Or if you get on the foam roller, I do that too. So I get in the foam roller and I put it right at my shoulder blades, right under my shoulder blades, and I'll keep my core tight, and I'll go like that. You know what I mean? I know it sounds funny, and it really stretches you out and stretches out your upper back because you're so crunched over. Stretching your legs. I stretch every single day now pretty much, and it's been really helping just everything in my mobility. I felt a difference. And by the way, none of this is personal training advice. I'm not a personal trainer. Don't take any of this advice as professional advice. I'm just sharing what I do and how it's helped me so much. So really focus on yourself and self-care. Even if you don't lift weights, even if you don't run, if you don't do any physical activity, you should. But even if you don't do physical activity, stretch still. Okay? Because, there's a lot of doctors out there that say sitting is the new smoking. A lot of people sit for so long during the day. Our bodies aren't meant to sit. So get up and move and stretch and decompress your body and increase your mobility. And I believe later on in life, you'll thank yourself. Anyway, like I said, this is not professional training advice or anything like that. It's just stuff that I do, and I'm just sharing my journey on here. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow.